Hi, Cancers. Welcome to Universal Guidance. Caught myself. So, it's time for your weekly reading. So let's find out what the universe has for you this week. If you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. I have shuffled these cards really good. Let's get started. Let's find out, what does the universe, make sure these are in the right, doesn't matter. We're going to come out upside down anyway. As I read them right side up, answers. What do they need to know? What is it, universe? They need to know. You can see that. Just enough to get started. So Cancers, the overall energy of this reading is the Pentacles. That's a really good card. That's one of the best cards in the deck. This surrounds the whole reading, so it's about commitment, stability, security, groundedness, a home, a family situation. This surrounds the whole reading. There's pets in this reading. There's extended family. There's a child. There's, a couple. And then up here in your highest energy, the Three of Swords. Also the Devil's up here. So the Three of Swords, it kind of is putting a damper on this Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is right above this Ten of Pentacles. This was a lovely family situation. This was a lovely home, happy home. But there's tears there now. And you're upset. There is something toxic going on. I don't see any other evidence like it's a third party. This is a card for Capricorn, so Capricorn might be in your chart or involved in this reading. But it's mostly about toxic energy. It can be anything from drinking too much, drugs, lying, stealing, cheating. It could be rumors. It could be any number of things, but there's something going on here that has you upset about your home situation, which was just beautiful before this energy came in, okay? So, already, if this doesn't sound like your reading, it's not your reading. Turn it off or go to check your moon and rising signs. If this is starting to sound like your reading, it very well could be, okay? Because this is a general reading. Under the Three of Swords, the heartbreak, the tears. There could be another party involved, having the Three of Swords and the Devil card. Under that, we have the Empress. So the Empress is a beautiful energy. This is a loving, thoughtful, kind, considerate, generous. All these lovely qualities that any person could have. That's what this Empress carries, male or female. If you're a parent, you're a very good parent, there can be pregnancy involved in this reading. There can be. It doesn't have to be. It is sitting right under the Broken Heart and right beside of Pentacles. There's a new start. At least there's a fresh start coming along here. We have the Ace of Wands. This is under the Devil card, the toxic energy. Something that might be tearing this Ten of Cups and the Pentacles, that might be tearing at it, And, but there is a new beginning and a fresh start here, right under that toxic energy. Right under the Empress card, male or female, this is probably your energy, the Empress, that is suffering that broken heart right now. Is it the Wands? So it's a heavy burden. So you've suffered a heavy burden, but it's the end. So it's those wands are going to start falling away. That's right next to the Five of Wands. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of confusion and anxiety. And this is right under that Pentacles, under the home, the stable home. Something set it off its rocker. Something has come in your home, this energy, and really kind of messed things up here. And it turned out to be a big burden. It was hurtful. There was a lot of tears involved. But I see the devil waving goodbye over here in your highest energy. If you look at that card again, I think that energy is leaving because of that Ace of Wands being right below it, and the Ace of Wands being right next to the Ten of Pentacles. It feels like you're going to get back on track to where you were. We have the High Priestess next to the Five of Wands down here, and the High Priestess is between the Ace of Wands, which is a fresh beginning, a new start. The Five of Wands is the confusion and the stress and the anxiety associated here with this burden. Well, the High Priestess is about you. It's about knowing. It's about intuition. So your intuition, follow it for sure. When this card comes out like this, you are headed towards a new and a fresh start, a new beginning. And I think you know it. I think you know that this will pass, because that's definitely the feeling that I get, that this will pass. For our Cancers, please, this week, what's going on here? What's coming out here? Okay, we have the Justice card for Libra. This is rebalancing those scales of life. So things are renewing, okay? Things are getting back on track, but not without your sword up. So you'll be on guard, but there is a new beginning here. And you are going to get your life rebalanced. Queen of Swords, right above the Justice card, which is the card for Libra. Air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So there's, and the Empress can be Libra too. So really strongly points that there might be some Libra energy someplace in this reading. But the Queen of Swords is speaking the truth and asking for the truth. This is the truthful conversation. This is what's going to help this fresh start, this new beginning get going. Swords up, still on guard, but ready for a new start. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles, oh man, yeah, see, it feels like there was a third party in this relationship, but they're gone now. And you're gonna, this beautiful relationship was almost torn to pieces, but I think it's you're renewing it. It looks like you're renewing this relationship, giving it another shot. You were getting through your scales way out of balance, and because you were getting breadcrumbs out of this relationship. So this toxic energy came in and really disrupted the happy home life. And down here, you're rebalancing your scales. That's great. Reunion. What did I tell you? Okay, so there's a reunion going on. So your partner, whoever this is, you're going to reunite happily. You're going to have a fresh start. All with your sword up, by the way, because now you're on guard. Here is the commitment. This is the Six of Wands. Everybody sees you as a couple. Everybody, it's like you were meant to be together. You've been together for some time. And I think everybody's going to celebrate that you are working things out. A part of the truth and the clarity is like remembering the good times. We have the Five of Cups up here in your highest energy next to the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. This is, you were very disappointed. You were disillusioned, disappointed, distraught. But this is a card of hope, because there's two full cups behind that figure. So this figure, all this figure has to do is turn around and go towards the cups of hope. This card is right above the Six of Wands. This truth, this talk about, remember how we were, how happy we were, how we celebrated life. I think that's going to help you to turn around here and look at the cups of hope. I have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is like a feeling of being trapped, but it's a card of illusion. You're not trapped. You're free to walk out of this situation. You're not trapped into reuniting with anybody. This is a decision, okay? So you can ask for help. The mouth is not bound. The feet are not bound. That's why it's an illusion. You're not really bound. You're not really trapped. So even though it looks like you're going to reunite, you might feel like you're getting into a situation where you'll be trapped. Well, I want to tell you, you're not going to be trapped. You can get out of it anytime you want. So that really, maybe that'll help you to put the sword down, because that sword gets really heavy. Holding it up like that and being on guard all the time, that gets really heavy. I have the 3 of Wands here. Yeah, see, so you're remembering the good times. This was your ship that came in. This person that messed up, somebody really screwed up here, and just about ended this beautiful relationship. But I think it's on the mend, okay? And then I have the 8 of Pentacles. This is working. This is working on it. This is turning around, seeing those cups of hope, because on the backside, this is working on the relationship. So, Cancers, it looks like, for those of you this resonates with, it looks like there was a very happy commitment. There was a lot of love, 2 cups of love. There's actually, you might be married because of either that or you're living together or something, but everybody saw you as a couple. And then somebody messed up, and I think it was a third party situation. Really, it really hurt, caused a lot of confusion, a lot of stress. Follow your intuition. There is a new beginning on the horizon. That toxic energy is going away. It's like they realize, oh my gosh, what did I do? And you work it out. Over here, you're working it out. You're getting rebalanced. You're having a reunion together, a happy one, and you're focusing on working on this relationship. And you're going to turn around and stop looking at the spilled cups and start looking at those cups of hope. And the reason for that is that this was such a beautiful relationship. You'd really hate to see it go down the tubes. And the other person feels the exact same way. I think they're very sorry. I think that's going to be spoken about. They know what they've done, and they want to work on this. They don't want to lose it either. Oh my gosh, Cancers, this is a pretty heavy reading, and but it's very hopeful. So thank you for watching Universal Guidance.